It is only a 14-minute race, a little bit of a gap now before we get to that pit window. 15 minutes till break. Pace from that lead CBR in qualifying, and now they're showing it in the race coming through already with the gap. A great little lap behind. I think that is our
from very close, they come past us. We'll read all over the back of Harvey there as they go into Richmond. I think we've got the inside. Take that place for now, but we'll read through all sorts of pressure on Harbour and Brian.
It is, yeah. Mark Clampman actually looking quite tasty there. Looking how the inside of John Hughes into Richardson. It's all happening in the order, wasn't it? It's a shame we've got the lead pulling it up already. 2.6 second gap. It's quite a race that's broken out.
This is coming into Marby now. Here's Michael, one in the TBR. He's next to the Farmers. So through that order of safety, I think it's still dust up as they come out of Palmer.
Yeah, it's remarkably less dust actually than on the first lap, isn't it? They cleared that quite quickly, those cars.
So as it stands, Harbour Brian still in P2 with got the blue MGB there of some blue, the dark mid greeny blue of Will Reed behind. Still got Jack Will P4, John Hughes P5, Pins out P6, and then the Wembley
Right for himself, a little bit of breathing space as they get down to Hookie's in second place. You can see the body roll on those MGBs as the drivers lean into it, and if anything, it's starting to close up a little bit between behind Jack Wilmot, isn't it? John Hughes starting to ease in, and it's coming on through there, and behind him then we have Mark Cloudman in that little car, and also of course it's the Wendman Morgan. Now I don't know, we're going to have to play Spot the Wendman.
Yes, let me have a look. I'll have a look down the pit lane.
Yeah, they're wearing the same overall. Yeah, so that doesn't work. It's just the actual like this on the pit wall. Yeah, I can see the lead. Yeah, it's not David, it's not what we want. Right behind him. We see that right change during the pit-stop window. First race with the other Morgans that were David out next. Oh, that makes sense. They first session the next race. Yeah, okay, that's like that plan.
John Hughes a bit wide on the exit though, so John Hughes tried to make the move onto Jack Wilmot there, but unfortunately had to push himself wide on the exit to Morris. I think now he's dropped back 4 places there, John Hughes. He's been overtaken by the Morgan and then it's spine to Ian Calvin.
Yeah, that was an uncharacteristic mistake, wasn't it? Because he was right up there, and that's really just tumbled him down the order. Leader's absolutely flying unexpectedly. It's quite expected that he's on the fastest race, that 4.5 seconds clear, and from then on down it's actually some much closer than that with everybody behind.
Yeah, top seven apart from the lead car, all very close at the moment. It's just John Hughes, his mistake there at Morris has cost him a little bit.
Yeah, as I say, it's not what you'd expect, but it's early days and there's plenty of time just to try to get your act together, take a deep breath and try and get yourself back up with the cars that you were there competing with.
It does seem like Harvey McLaren made himself a little bit of a gap behind him, certainly not a huge gap back to him and he and Will Reed, but certainly 6 or 7 car lengths, which is more than the gap has been previously.
And David Webber's actually got past Mark Cloudman. They were the other way wound across the line last time round. So that's the car with John Hughes right in the midst of it, the pale blue car with the white roof is John Hughes of the MGBs. Again, it's just yo-yoing in that area. Now Jack Wilmot suddenly is sitting in some fresh air.
Yes, I think he sort of had the best of that. I think John Hughes went wide. Luckily Jack was able to get past, and I think John then had to sort of deal with the other 2 cars coming past him as well. So sort of benefited Jack quite well, I think, the little tussle there.
Yeah, it's going to work quite nicely. So Jack Wilmot is again head down. Not unexpectedly well. See that quite surprised by that. But maybe themselves out front there. car is. So hard, isn't it? It's hard to find. It's with a little bit of an advantage over Will Reed as our lead car, number 300. Started that car from very tight. Early on in the day, over a very contrasting car now, but still going just a little bit. When it comes down in.
So Will Reed is going to gain with that time.
Actually pulled a good gap over the rest, so a little bit of an advantage there. It's going to be interesting. I just don't see that anyone can live with this flying lead car, that lead TBR. There's Brian Coulter, and he's going to hand over to John Coulter. They're at an equivalent pace. We saw that in qualifying. It really is like they are in a different race at the moment.
That's like when you get in the car, obviously, when you're in the car for the first time, when you hand it over, you're often that little tiny bit slower, whereas like Brian has to change driver, so with him it'll be that little bit quicker, but I can't see really absolutely not a mistake that anyone catch the Corwells this time round.
No, again, in my memory, that car has also been quite reliable.
Yes, it has.
So, yeah, we know it's quite a solid, well-behaved car. So it is that battle behind there that's keeping an eye on for Harvey McBrien, and it is Will Reed. Brian had a little bit of breathing space halfway around the lap, and across the line here it was just 0.3 of a second, and they were nose to tail across the line, both of them really hugging the pit wall. I have to say, what until I went round Snetterton, I realised the cellar scrape is uphill.
Ah, yes, yeah.
It comes into our side now, swinging like car through Forum. As that battle for second place enters Forum, see Will Reed carrying actually, yeah, I think he won one of the finals. And now it's a bit of a battle. He's got alongside him, so they are side by side down the pitch straight. Harvey McBrien has got the inside, but he's straight to the inside. McBrien's got the inside between front. He's going to try to swing across and tuck back inside on the run up towards Wilson. But that was very, very close down the pitch straight at the moment.
Best I can tell.
It is, yeah, you're quite right. Will Reed has gone past, but he's gone a little wide on the exit, and it's the red MGB getting back alongside as they